Oh, we live? Oh, okay. Well, that's nice to let me know. All right. Here we are back at GSX 2019 live from Chicago with Chuck Harold, SecurityGuideTV.com, SecurityGuideRadio.com, and ASISTV.org. Check them out where all the shows are appearing today. So, back in the hot seat. What's your name, young man?
Chad Lorette, Channel Sales Manager at Verkada.
Is it Verkada.com?
Verkada.com.
Right. Now, we spoke at Black Hat, I think, right?
We did.
And
yes.
since then, not too long ago, you got a new thing, a new gadget. Tell us about it. It's fantastic.
Super exciting. The first IP 4K camera, the CM61. First of its kind to be able to host up to 60 days of continuous footage on the camera itself.
On the camera?
Yeah.
IP.
At 24 frames per second.
Now, maybe I can use that to do the show because my little 4K Sony over here doesn't always get me where I want to go. Is 4K a challenge in the IP world? That's a lot of bandwidth, right?
Yeah. No, actually, so everything's stored on the camera. It sends encrypted metadata and thumbnails to the cloud for viewing.
Okay.
And then once you engage with the camera, you can then archive footage into AWS.
Oh, okay.
And store it forever, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So the value there is if you were to actually want to host 4K resolution and store that on premise, you're looking at a lot of storage, a lot of backup needed for that.
So 60 days, 24/7 on the camera?
24/7.
How many frames a second?
24.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That is amazing.
And then with that launch, because of the resolution, now we're able to do things like detect people based on, in historical footage, detect people based on color of clothing,
right?
Whether, gender, and also it takes high resolution images of faces.
Okay.
And you can select a face that's shown up on that camera, and it will instantly show you anytime that person has come across that camera and been part of a clip. One step further, you can also upload a face, a random face. Let's say it was their LinkedIn profile picture, and it would also detect anytime they've shown up on that camera as well.
Now, this video management stuff has really progressed, and 4 years ago they were talking about we may be able to recognize a car. Now that's kind of pretty easy. Has the resolution jump really put us that much further in this business?
Absolutely.
So colors at 720, not so easy. Colors at 4K, I mean, you might be able to take all 1,000 pieces of the spectrum and say what exactly, it's periwinkle blue. I mean, is it that good?
I would say it uses a broader spectrum of color, right? So your primary colors, and it finds anything that's relevant to that. So grays would maybe show up, light grays would maybe show up under white, whereas a dark gray would show up under black, right? But it's really good with bright colors, yellows, reds, blues. It picks those up very well. But I think the face search feature is the highlight. You can actually even take a selfie or a picture of someone from your phone and pull up on our Verkada app anytime they've shown up on the cameras.
Man, it's unbelievable. We talked a little bit before the show about GDRP in Europe. You don't think that's going to be is going to affect you in this offering?
No, because we don't actually store a database.
Right.
This is people that have shown up on our cameras.
Right.
So they're already on our footage as is, and it's used internally, right, for security purposes. So this isn't anything that we're storing outside of what we would normally store for our security footage.
Would you say this is plug and play stuff?
Absolutely. PoE, plug and play. Enter the serial number of the camera, and before you get your email address entered, you're already looking at a live feed of it.
Is there an advantage to having the traditional integrators involved in this process, or are we kind of getting away from that now? But this kind of stuff, is it even necessary?
No, I think I would say there's less integration, but I think there's still money to be made on selling more product, right? We've shortened the sales cycle. We've streamlined the implementation. So the idea here is you're mastering emerging technology and investing as little resources as possible into it. So the total cost per deal may be less than what you would traditionally see, but you can actually be more profitable because we're streamlining processes and we're making things more simple for these integrators so that they can land more logos and support a larger customer portfolio without having to dump a ton of additional overhead and resources into it.
First IP 4K camera. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now you have something else interesting to tell me about. One other thing we were talking about. What was it?
The people analytics, but I had already mentioned that's the attribute detection, the face search. Yeah, and because of the high resolution of the camera, now we're able to get really creative with what we do with that data after we collect it.
Fantastic.
And I think, moving forward, you're going to see things with outdoor and vehicles and things of that nature. But I don't want to spoil anything for you guys.
No,
so
we got to save for the next interview. That's right.
Yeah.
One more question about the lux factor on this stuff. Is 4K not so good in low light, or is that old technology now? We don't have to worry about that anymore?
Oh, yeah, no, it works great. I mean, I would challenge anybody that wants to see it to get a trial camera from us. We'd be happy to ship those out, and they could see for themselves the image quality and how easy it is to set the camera up.
Not wireless yet, but plug in.
No, yeah. So
that's
I mean,
too much of a challenge.
It can be connected to a cradle point router,
right,
or a point-to-point network if it needed to be in a remote area. But PoE and hardline connections are more reliable.
Right.
Wireless technology really depends on access point placement and if there's any obstructions in the way. So we just feel like hardline connection is always going to be more reliable.
Chad, always good to hear from you,
Yeah,
my friend.
pleasure.
Good stuff.
Thanks for
Give us the
having me.
website one more time.
Verkada.com.
VERKADA.
Correct.
Excellent. Get a booth number?
Huh?
Your booth.
2287.
2027. Excellent. Back in here at GSX 2019, live from Chicago with Chuck Harold, SecurityGuideTV.com and ASISTV.org.